I did my project on the Persian Gulf War by Taylor Griffin. My essential questions are what started the Persian Gulf War, what got America involved in the war, and what ended the war. When did the Persian Gulf War start? The Persian Gulf War started August 2nd, 1990. The Iraq leader Saddam Hussein ordered the invasion of the occupation of neighboring Kuwait in the early 1990s. Alarmed by these actions, fellow Arab powers such as Saudi Arabia and Egypt called the United States and other Western nations to intervene. Where did the Persian Gulf War take place? It took place in Iraq, Kuwait, Persian Gulf, as also known as Arabian Gulf, Israel, and Peninsular. Those are the pictures I put on my slide. The cause of the Persian Gulf War. Some of the causes of the Persian Gulf War actually started when Iraq was at war with Iran. During the war, Iran was not only attacking Iraq, but also attacking oil tankers from Kuwait at sea too. Iraq tried to convince Kuwait to dissolve the debt, as Iraq had done. Kuwait declined, and this caused rift between two countries. For a year, they tried to resolve the financial situation, but to avail, Saddam ordered his troops into Kuwait for their cooperation with the American oil interest. The effects of the Persian Gulf War. The war aftermath of the Persian Gulf War through the Gulf War was recognized as a decisive victory of coalition. Kuwait and Iraq suffered enormous damage, and Saddam was not forced from power. President Bush ordered dismantling and nuclear, biological, and chemical weapons. August 2nd, 1990, around 80,000 Iraq troops invaded and occupied Kuwait, a small oil-rich emirate in the Persian Gulf. This event touched off the first major international crisis of the post-Cold War era. Iraq leader Saddam justified the invasion on the grounds that Kuwait, which also accused him of intentionally depressing world oil prices, was historic part of the Iraq's invasion caught United States off guard. Why my topic is significant? The Persian Gulf War makes the first time in the history that Arab powers played in the most important role in deciding the outcome of the war. How did America get involved? President Bush decided to move troops into the Saudi Arabia to protect oil. The major events are Operation Desert Storm and Sabri Ground. Conclusion: the Gulf War was occurring in the Middle East. It sparked a lot of the world crises from the fundamental Christian writers and speakers. Most of the people were very much for the war, wanting to portray the United States. And then I have a video, and let me pull it up.
Often been in conflict with Kuwait. There have been tensions over border claims, and after the end of the Iran-Iraq War, disputes over oil policy. Talk between the two countries broke down, and on August 2nd, 1990, Iraqi leader Saddam Hussein ordered the invasion of Kuwait. A multinational coalition was organized under the leadership of President George Bush. 32 nations contributed military support, while another 12 contributed other assistance. The United Nations was an important link in the coalition. On November 29, 1990, it issued an ultimatum authorizing the coalition to use any means necessary to force Iraq from Kuwait if it did not withdraw by January 15, 1991. As the deadline approached, both sides assembled formidable forces for major air and land battle. The Iraqi army of 545,000 was supported by an arsenal of 4,500 tanks and 700 combat aircraft, but coalition forces outnumbered them with 680,000 troops and overwhelming naval and air superiority, 100 ships and 1,800 aircraft. The sizable U.S. contingent of 415,000 included 27,000 women. For the coalition operation codenamed Desert Storm, the first mission was to gain control of the air. On January 16th, a combined attack of cruise missiles and bombing sorties were aimed at Iraqi air bases, command centers, and missile launchers. Iraq retaliated by launching Scud missiles against cities in Israel and Saudi Arabia. The worst attack happened in Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, where parts of a Scud hit an American barracks. By January 23rd, a week after the opening attack, the coalition achieved air superiority. Another ultimatum was issued: leave Kuwait by February 23rd